Yo, yo, what's happening? Smoking with Too Tall sitting next to me. Introduce yourself and drop your socials.
Hey man, it's Reef. REEF. Everything is at _ the real Reef.
All right, and you recently this year you dropped an album called A Riff. You had 10 songs.
Yeah, so my
And
name is Arif. Arif
oh,
means
Arif, okay.
knowledge, wisdom, and king. So and this shit that just dropped, that shit's gonna talk about like, you know what I mean, I'm just having a conversation with you type shit. Like I'm letting you know what's going on type shit. From my perspective, I'm introducing myself. This is who I am as an artist.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know. So
What you said? It means like king and whatnot, but like, what is like the origin of it?
So I'm actually Costa Rican and Ethiopian,
Okay.
and on my pop side, like his mom, she was like really just reading into like different names and different like ideologies and different philosophies and things like that, and that is one of the things that she stumbled upon. But the name itself is like rooted back into like the Middle East type shit. So in that area, it's like I'm having like clients from like different things that I do and shit like that pull up on me that is from that background, talking about, oh, I know, wait, are you from? I'm like, nah, I'm not even from there.
Right, right,
But
right.
like she just loved that meaning so much to the point where she named my pops that. So I'm named after him.
Mm, that's a
So,
fire origin there.
yeah.
So then, what was the mentality for the cover art? Like, why did you make it the way that you did?
That's a good ass question for real. So like I definitely wanted to like, wow. So like I'm like the person, like when you look in the mirror, it's like, who do you see yourself as? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is who I am as an artist and shit like that. Whereas to the point, things had, and there was this one idea that came to mind where I was like, I want to have like a reflective, like, conversation with myself in terms of like the things that I've seen and how shit could have made me shatter, but instead I kept standing straight. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely came to a lot of different ideas. Nicole pointed out this one amazing idea was like, what if you like sitting right in front of it or standing right in front of it and show me like some different ways to do that? And I was like, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hands down. Gangster. Shout out to her for real.
Okay, and I peeped that like it was co-executive produced by Devo the Genius, and you've done a bunch of collabs with him in the past. How'd y'all get like locked in initially?
We got locked in actually back in school, bro.
Okay.
No bullshit. We went to the same college, hooping together. And we built that relationship before I even knew he was like making beats and shit. I'm just like, yo, this nigga's a cool ass nigga. Like we hooping, blah, 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 blah. And then one day this nigga like pulls up. I had like a whole suite type shit. It's like 6 rooms in there and I'm in like one of the singles. He go to like one of my co-suites from, like niggas just like playing music and shit. So I'm like, all right, these niggas is bopping word. I'm just like knocking some shit out. I forget what I was doing. But then I just hear like different instrumentals. I'm like, yo, is this like a unreleased Jay-Z song that I don't know about or something? Like, am I
Yeah,
bugging? Like, you know how I be like some of them songs too, where it's just
yeah,
like, damn, it might have just been one of the songs that didn't get like on the radio as much, but it was just one of them songs that's on the CDs. I'm like, yo, is this like one of them songs? Nah, I'm missing something. And then I finally go with it. I'm like, yo, who is this? And he was like, what do you think it is? I'm just like, oh no.
yeah.
And then he's just like, hold on, plays another one. Just like, I'm like, damn, what if, you know what I mean? It's just going some, and it was a vocal and it just loops and loops and loops. I'm just like, yo, this gotta be like Kanye or some shit. Like, who the fuck is this? And he was like, yeah, I made this shit. I'm just like, nah, ever since then, it was just like a whole different connection. And like, we was able to understand each other from different perspectives on craft, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
It was different.
Like, what are some of those the things that you guys see similar, and what are the things that you like vary in?
Say that again?
Like you said, like you guys like collaborate and shit. Like you
Yeah.
help see different perspectives. Like, what do you think is the biggest like how do you balance each other out? Like, what do you mean by that?
I don't think it's like a balance. I think it's like we complement each other in a
Okay,
way.
yeah, yeah.
So like I'm talking about his perspective as a producer, my perspective from
Yeah.
like a songwriter and artist, and it's just like it blends very well how like when I'm, you know what I mean? Like one thing I fuck with is like the way I spit is like I'm able to like hit my fault, hitting certain pockets where it's like you don't really get that on all beats. You know what I'm saying? Certain beats is just like too robotic or like, you know what I mean, too stutter step with it. But it's like, yeah, this shit was just perfect flow.
Okay. And so the album seems pretty like personal to you then, based off of just everything you just told me.
Yeah.
You only have like 2 features on it. You have C4 and SVMBV,
So that's Samba.
Samba.
Yeah.
Okay, and that was for the track Circles, and you had a music video for that too. Tell me a little bit how the music video came together.
Shit, first you gotta talk about how the song came together. That shit was wild, bro. No bullshit. Like, niggas pulled up. It was probably like 2, 3 in the morning, probably. I don't even know what time it was. I just know it was just like one of them late nights where it's just like niggas just like still getting shit off after like a long night type shit.
Right, sure.
And like Samba had already laid down the hook by the time I got there. And I'm just like, yo, this shit is a fucking banger, no bullshit. Like, what the fuck? And like we just like he just like still thinking of different lyrics to use for the hook, you know what I'm saying? But the hook was coming together and that we just kind of, nah, I don't know if I want to do it like that. I'm like, yo, whatever you about to do next about to like, you know what I mean, land, cause I see where you going with it. So like, as I see him doing that, I'm like, all right, so I can like kind of get the vibe of what's going on with this shit. Like we can definitely, okay, knock that shit out, bro. It was easy bread, bro. No bullshit. That's just how I go, man.
And what inspired the music video? Why'd you do it the way that you did?
So like one idea that came to mind was just like having like a vintage like couple that's just like going back and forth with each other, like arguing about different shit. And then like thing that came to mind was just like everybody arguing, like looking at each other type shit in different angles and shit like that. I'm like, what if we put all these different angles on the same Brady Bunch? So we do the like Brady Bunch everybody. You know how that theme song, you know what I mean? Like everybody like,
Yeah, pops in there. And
so have them all like just point at each other type shit, just arguing and shit, you know what I'm saying? Have it like that, and just like, yeah, let that shit burn to the VHS and make that shit look wavy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Have an old school feel mixed with like a new school element to it.
And how the track with C4 come together?
This nigga's C4, bro. This nigga's different, bro. No bullshit, bro. I'll never forget this night. So Devo was cooking up. We was in the red room. So like the lab, shout out to the sound lab first and foremost. These niggas got it rocking over there, bro. Like we in the red room this time and Devo's cooking up. And he let the sample play. He already heard the sample. He's just letting that shit play. And I'm just like, yo, this shit's crazy. And then, mind you, C4 had just probably knocked out a couple songs too. So this nigga's just like knocked out on the couch, like just like slumped. I'm like, all right, where I'm about to just like, you know what I mean, come up with something. By the time Devo is done with the beat, he's like, yo, you think you got something to this? I'm like, I probably do. Yeah, I think I definitely do. C4 got up immediately and was just like, yo, I'm ready. I'm like, word. Word. This nigga's about to, like, he's about to violate, bro. No bullshit. And he definitely set the tone straight. So I'm just like, bet. Time to pass it.
Do you punch in or do you write? Like, what's your process like?
It depends on the beat. It depends on the vibe. 9 times out of 10, though, like I definitely am like thinking of a flow first as I'm hearing the beat.
Gotcha.
And I usually like you basically just follow the energy of that. In my perspective, for me at least, like it's like I'm following the energy of like how the flow's going. Is it gonna be an upbeat type shit, or is it gonna be a laid back joint? Is it gonna be on some like you sometimes you have them grand rising type beats where you're just like, yeah, you know, this shit about to be one of them joints where like I'm on a podium, I'm just talking to everybody right now, you know what I'm saying? But it just depends on how that energy feel, on what words I'm gonna put on that.
For sure. And you mentioned the Sound Lab. You had a live performance for this album that came out semi-recently. Tell me how that went.
That shit was beautiful, bro. That's actually like one of my favorite, if not my favorite performances I've done. Like, it was a beautiful moment. Everything was full circle. Got to be with everybody I love, bro. That shit was like amazing, bro. And like, it's amazing to see because it's like, so many times, like you're put in certain situations where like you can't even do that for yourself. So it was great to like be able to like have everybody come together and just experience that moment. That's why it was like a live experience. I didn't even want to call it a show. Like, yeah, this is a live experience of like where I'm at right now when it comes to how I want to present myself for real.
Oh yeah. And you said that was one of your favorite performances. So, and on Instagram, you put how Diamonds was one of your favorite video shoots. Is that still like hold true?
Mm, honestly, shit. You know what? I have a lot of favorites, but I can't, like, it's hard to put them all in order now I think
Oh
about
yeah.
it. Like, in the moment, like, yeah, that shit be feeling like the best fucking video ever, but then you, like, start to, like, recapture all the moments you've done, and it's, like, all the different types of, like, I think about, like, even with, Sean Wire been in that video too, like, some of the early videos that me and him did was, like, the same day that we shot the song, bro. Where you at? That's, like, one of the first joints, like, we definitely was doing that shit within 12 hours, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just, all right, this shit sounds good. You fuck with your shit? You fuck with your shit? Word. Like, I fuck with it. Like, let's get to it.
Oh yeah.
Shooting the video, knock it out. You know what I'm saying? Diamonds was definitely, like, well curated and it was executed perfectly, man. Like, the edits, shout out to Raymond. Like, that nigga's raw with it, no bullshit. Like, everything came out amazing. And it was just, like, the idea of, like, let's just have it on some, like, suit and tie type
It
vibe.
was very
Like laid
cinematic
back,
too.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like that shit was like fly as a motherfucker, no bullshit. So
yeah. Older track that you have is Slim Thick. That's your most popping track, just across all platforms from what I could see. That has a feature with Nico
yeah,
Kale.
Nico Kale.
Kale?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tell me a little bit how that track came together.
When I first heard of Nico Kale, I like saw a freestyle video of him on Twitter one time. It was just like over some like old school Keisha Cole beat type shit. Like
Mm,
that shit went off. And I'm like, yo,
that's tough.
this nigga's different. Like he has lyricism. Like I fuck with like motherfuckers that know how to like tell a story when it comes to shit. So like that's how like I always like, you know what I mean? Like I had some like inspirations with like how a song we could potentially put together would come out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, yo, I'm pretty sure you can do something on an old school type beat. And I had heard this like Fab sample
Okay, yeah, yeah.
from shout out to Chill Shump, bro, from CT, bro. Arthur, like this nigga definitely turned that shit up, bro. Like I had saw him do like a couple beat packs and shit. And I was like, yo, I would definitely want to like tap into one of them Johns. And I heard that John immediately. Yeah, this gotta be something where it's just like a club, like bar vibe type shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Some thick she call her friends. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah. My cousin actually is the one that I'm like playing it to him first, and I was thinking of another song at first where I was like, maybe Nico could be on this joint, but nah. My cousin was like, nah, you gotta have him on the Slim Thick shit. Like that shit would sound crazy. You Wildin' was out, like it was the You Wildin' song. I was thinking about having Nico on at first, and then my cousin pointed out, he was like, nah, you gotta have him on the Slim Thick shit. Like that sample was crazy. So I was like, that.
Hell yeah.
And he was like, yo, we can make it happen. So I hit him up and I'm like, yo, like, I fuck with your shit, bro. No bullshit. Like, what's it gonna take to get a, you know what I mean? Like, let's make a little song together, whatever the case may be. And he was like, yeah, let's make it happen. Like, I see you been fucking with niggas for a while. You always been supporting and shit like that. What's the word? And shit, I was like, this is crazy that you even, you know what I mean, even responding right now. Word, that's what's up. Like, I appreciate that. Like, he was like always authentic from the jump, bro. It wasn't no like, or nah, like acting on some Hollywood shit. Like he's really like down to earth, bro. So it's like where we like made that shit happen, and boom, like full circle moment. You like, yo, I'm about to pull out. Like, you trying to make this video or what? He pulls all the way up to Brockton. We shot the vid.
Well, what took so long for it to like drop? Because the song came out in 2019, but I peeped the video came out 2025.
Sometimes it's like certain things is timeless.
Yeah, yeah.
And a song like that is a classic. That's just something that's never gonna like lose its momentum. Like it's not about like the time of the song. I've seen people do videos like 4, 8, 10 years after the song dropped, and it's like you still know those genres like
Right.
in your heart because you fuck with that shit, you know.
Oh yeah.
So easily.
Okay. And so I'm gonna go back to your for the oh fuck no, it was called you had an EP in 2022. It was Feel No Pain.
Hmm.
What is like the difference in terms of like your mentality from creating that little EP to this album now?
Mm. This one's definitely like more of a different step in terms like the next step in terms of like my vulnerability when it comes to my music for real. I would say Feel No Pain was like me like knocking at the door saying, yo, I'm about to like open it up and let people know what's up type shit. And, like this is my world, you know. So Feel No Pain was like kind of like showing different perspectives of like the environment that I've seen with people like going through shit that just like, you know, it's not in their favor due to a lot of systemic fucked up shit. And niggas is living in poverty. Niggas is going through this. Niggas is going through that. Like everybody's trying to make it happen for themselves. Everybody's like trying, it's like survival or you're done for. So I was just shedding light on that story, that the story of like the untold per se. A lot of people don't get to be able to tell their story, to tell the shit that like they seen and like show people like there's different routes that you could take to make it for yourself. You know what I mean? Make sure that you take care of your family, make sure you hold it down. So I just wanted to shed light on everything when it came to that.
Is that why you chose to do FNP as like the kind of lead single for that? Because I noticed you did like two different videos for it. You did the Red X series, and then you did an actual like music video for it.
Hmm. Yeah, that was definitely like something that was just like the 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 stamp of the EP for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Cause that song specifically was the one that was like the most personal out of all the songs on there for sure. So I definitely wanted to like be able to share like how I was saying previously, but also like highlight my melodies and highlight my versatility when it came to that.
Do you ever see yourself doing more of those Red X series videos, or was that kind of like just like a one-off thing?
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's been a minute, but yeah, it just depends on the mood. Like I think for that one, I just wanted to have a visualizer right away because I was just like, you know, it was a different opportunity that presented itself that I'm not gonna say no to. So it was just the right timing. You know, if the time happens and you know it works for both of us, I ain't mad at it.
Oh, yeah. So, something more recent, you had the Copper Beach EP, and that dropped through Elevation Records. What made you want to drop those three tracks through them?
Man, that shit was honestly, it's just like one of them joints where you just like you ain't trying to like hold shit in the tuck no more. Like that shit was just made in one day. Um, we was just coolin', me, Devo, even Earl was on that joint too. So it's like anytime we have like you know a night where it's like we knocking out a couple songs that we fucking with, like sometimes we'll just like have one or two knocked out. But like if it's like, you know, a certain night where like for example we was doing Champion Sound, like we was doing like 4 songs in a night type shit. Like motherfuckers coming in, coming out, laying shit down. Maybe this one they like hold off on or this one, you know what I mean? So this just happened to be something that was recent and we just like made that in one night and was like, yo, we dropping this shit tomorrow. Let's make it happen.
Is that the same case with I forget the name that I saw, but it had a similar visualizer on your Instagram. But it was like a purple disc instead of the orange one.
The
That
land of
kind of
Undusu.
yeah, is that kind of like a similar
Yeah,
situation?
exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So like, man, I like the mission when it comes to just like there's certain genres where you want to curate and like have it be a certain theme or a certain topic. And there's certain genres where it's like, yo, you don't even want to hold this back no more. It's like, show 'em what's up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You feel me?
So what's some shit that you love and some shit that you hate about being an artist and creating?
Shit that I love and shit that I hate.
Mhm.
I don't really hate much for real. But shit that I love is just like when like it turns around back to you when you think of something that you said earlier and it's like, yo, that is some shit like that. And like you start from there type shit. Like it starts from something that you experience for real.
Oh yeah.
And then sometimes you're just flowing, you're just freestyling, and it's just, you know what I mean? You see the story right when the beat is just like done, or even in the process of it being made.
Mm. And so you opened for Bubba Sparks, I think is how you say that,
Yeah.
at the Vault in New Bedford recently. Tell me a little bit about that.
So actually, after my show in April, I was presented with that opportunity from just like one of like a close family member of mine that was able to like connect those dots, and I was just like, shit, like he just came all the way out from New Bedford, like you came out here to see my show, and now you let me know like, yo, it's a spot out there that like I think you should definitely like look into because I know the owner over there, and you just made all the connections from there. So shit, I was like, I ain't gonna say no to that. You
Hell
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So I'm like, all right, let me make it happen. Just let me know. And you let me know, locked in. It was a good time for real.
Oh yeah. So when people look at you as like an artist and like what do you want to stand for? Like what do you want your messaging to be? Like what do you want your legacy to be as an artist?
Just stay true to yourself, man. Like just stay authentic when it comes to everything that you do. Like you don't gotta do no extra gimmicks. You don't gotta do all the weird shit to like try to catch people's attention. Like we're in a whole different day and age. So it's a lot of different strategies that people's gonna take to like target their audience and be able to like curate a certain type of organic fan base and things like that. But if that's not who you are, then don't like, you know what I mean, be a whole different like facade
For
of,
sure.
like just be you, bro. That's just how I go. So yeah, stay true to yourself and just like authenticity is key. So it's like you don't gotta like I've seen people falsify shit that they don't even like really be living on. And it's just like, oh, that's kind of like, not cool to me for real.
Right, right.
So
What are some like creative endeavors that you like want to accomplish throughout like your journey? Is it like anything like a bucket list? Like do you want to make movies or do like other shit other than music?
I wouldn't be opposed to it for real. Like whatever presents itself.
Yeah,
I'm definitely like just looking to just have more exposure when it comes to just performing more. So like I'm thinking like doing like a like corner concert series and just go to different cities.
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna pull up with my own stage. I'm gonna pull up with my own mic, and I'm gonna just choose different corners. I'm gonna ask folks like if there any specific corners y'all trying to see niggas like pull up on. If they're trying to pull up while we performing on the corner, we're gonna make it happen right here, and it's just gonna go from there, different cities at a time, up and down the East Coast.
Mm.
So yeah, we're gonna like just make that happen.
Oh yeah.
See where that go.
All right. And so I peeped like for official releases, it goes as far back as 2019. I didn't go on SoundCloud, so I imagine it probably goes back further. Like how long
Oh
have
yeah,
you
that
been
is
making
true.
music for?
Yeah, definitely. Shit, I would say like I started writing like seriously like maybe like 2014, 2015 type shit. So since then is like kind of like where I started to just gradually like work on that craft and like really form that story that like is just hitting in the moment or whatever I'm thinking about for real.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, definitely since then for real.
Yeah. Who are some of your musical inspirations then? Who'd you like grow up listening to and shit?
Jay-Z, Meek Mill, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like obviously my pops was like he's from New York originally before niggas came up to Brockton and everything.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I'm like getting everything from like the Jadakiss era for real, the
Yeah.
Fabs, you know what I'm saying,
Styles
shit like
P.
that, the Lil Wayne's. Um, and that was just like mixtapes we was listening to, like niggas was hooping and shit, like playing AAU and shit like that. Driving from here to New York, like doing like the battle in the Bronx and shit like that. Like it was like mad different shit that it was just going on. Went to Florida a couple of times, like, and we just listening to that shit the whole time, like everybody. And it didn't even have no like Bluetooth to the phone. You gotta have like the actual CD, bro. Like shit was just like making your own shit like that was just dope for real. Putting it all together like that, just setting the vibe wherever you going. You know what I mean? Just holding it down. I miss that shit.
What made you want to transition from like hooping to making music? Because I peeped when I went all the way down on Instagram, it said like you had like some kind of accident or something. Did something happen?
Yeah, that was actually a car crash.
Okay.
Yeah, I got into a car crash like after my freshman year in college. I want to say like literally on the last day or some shit. And like yeah, I'm just thanking God that I survived. So like I speak on shit like that in my music. Like, you know what I mean? Almost lost my life a couple times. Grateful that I'm living. I ain't never asked for shit. You know what I mean? Like I just talk about shit like that when it comes to like my music. Cause it's like, you know, it's just whatever speaks to me in that moment.
Sonically speaking, like, how would you describe your sound for somebody who's never actually heard a track?
It's raw. It's like, it's pure. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna hear myself. You're gonna hear me. Um, yeah, it wouldn't even be, you know, like, oh, I sound like this, I sound like that, or like I compare myself to this person. This is more like, yeah, I'm just a human, you know, like, explaining his story for real.
Oh yeah. And I meant to touch on this when we were talking about the Feel No Pain EP, but the other music video you chose to do for it was For the Real. What made you want to go with that one as well?
This one for my chill niggas in the field. I ain't never had an option, you know what I mean? Like, it just spoke to the soul, man. Like, it just really spoke to the soul. And like, that just like, yeah, I gotta have like a vision to that shit. And just like, let it be known, like, yeah, sometimes motherfuckers just out here and it's just like they going through different struggles, but they gotta make it happen anyway, you know?
In terms of songs that you have featured on and that aren't yours, what's your favorite one that you've done or that you remember doing?
Mm. It's kind of like the question you asked earlier in a way. It's like, oh man, like when it came to the favorite video type
Yeah,
shit, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So like, oh man, it's a lot of different. Damn, it's too many to count, man. And I hate to like make a
Nah, it be
list out
like
of
that
it
though.
either, but it's just every single one of them drones at the time it came out, it's just like this is a moment that you can't like recreate, you know, like you can't like try to like come back the next day to finish that and like work on it next week. It's just like if it was one of those nights where it was just knocked out in one night, it was probably like my favorite song in that moment for real.
Yeah, yeah.
But the one that like I definitely loved my flow on the most, or even like the punches that I had was changing for sure. Like that's definitely just that one like spoke to my soul for sure. Like AB set the foundation on that shit. And I was like, yeah, that's definitely the energy that I'm trying to like fuck with right now. Cause like niggas was just like really like speaking. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You don't get that a lot for real. So it's like we can both, you know, we're gonna talk right now. Let's talk. And May Star just held it down.
Oh, yeah.
That
Um,
shit gangsta.
okay, yeah, yeah. So it's smoking with Too Tall, right? And we was just smoking downstairs. Do you have like a favorite strain or anything like that? Preferences?
Mm. I just,
You just be
I just,
smoking.
I just fuck with my OG Kush,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
That's just how I go for real. Like all the extra shit, I'm all set.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Off that shit. How you like to
yeah,
roll up? Or if you do roll up?
just split from fronto.
Yeah, yeah.
Split a little fronto in it.
And so in terms of like future releases, what do you have to for the people to like look forward to?
So the two EPs you mentioned earlier, I definitely got one locked and loaded, about to be out soon with
Oh yeah.
Najee Janie. So be on the lookout for that one. I'll let you know the details after.
Oh yeah.
But that's definitely gonna be one that like I'm fucking with. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna have some good visuals with it too. So more EPs and then another album before the end of the year.
Oh yeah. Well, I appreciate you popping out to the show and shit, man. I fuck with your energy. I fuck with the
Bro, I
music and
appreciate you
shit.
having me, bro. For real, for real.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
no
Drop your
bullshit.
socials too for the camera for the one time.
It's Reef, REEF. Follow me on all socials @_ the real Reef.
Oh yeah, and tap in with his music. Click the links in the bio to listen to his music. Click the links in the bio to get more content from us. It's been Smoking with Too Tall. Y'all uplift yourself. Stay safe.